Come on, get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come on, get a fix of the culture. Come on, get your fix of the culture.
Tap in to Fix LA. Come get your fix of the.
Welcome to the Fix LA, Season 2, Episode 9.
9.
Sheesh.
9 and 5.
Well, we almost had a 10-piece, no biscuit.
We took a little break, but we're back.
Gotta had a biscuit.
We had to get right.
Happy holidays. How was y'all's Thanksgiving?
Happy holidays. I was down.
Facts.
Yes.
Down real
Me
bad. I
and
was
my
sick.
children were down. Yeah, man. It was
I was sick as well. There's something going around for sure.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
The weather changed, the cold and all
acute
that. And
bronchitis.
Damn, for real?
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's not
Yeah.
contagious, right?
How long ago was
know.
that? Look, start doing days. How long ago was that?
When I see you last, because you came by my house on it was you. People really like,
Yeah, who gave it to me?
Yeah.
and it's like you'll never know. Like
Right.
people really try to investigate. Like,
Right.
did you have it when I seen you at like?
Nah, but a lot of people I know like was sick. Like in the last
I've
month,
been
like
sick.
so many people. And like I remember going by the store, the whole medicine aisle was empty. I was like,
I just was talking about that on my way here. The
Yeah.
cold and flu aisles in
Empty.
CVS are empty.
so stay safe out there, man.
The hospitals are flooded with sick kids.
Stay safe.
So
out
if you
there.
got kids that are in school, like it's spreading probably, more so from the kids.
Can we get that timer, y'all?
Yeah.
What you feeling better?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm like
sure.
a good
8.5?
about 96% better.
9.6. All right.
Okay, sound like my 3-point average.
What y'all been listening to, man? What's been on y'all's playlist?
Our playlist. Who's on?
I mean, let me start on Kodak Walk. I've been
Okay.
jamming that Kodak Walk. Frito Bang got a song called My Body. He sampled that old Pretty Ricky. My body.
Oh,
your
shit.
bo-" So that,
I
I've been
was
jamming
thinking
that.
LSG.
Oh, what's that?
My Body by LSG.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that
My
one.
body, your body, my body, babe. That one?
No,
No.
LSG. My body all
We failed.
over
Oh,
your
okay,
body.
yeah.
I just sang that.
What you say? My body, your body.
I
your-
did it fast version.
What you say? What the
I
fuck?
remixed it. He was like, y'all know
Not
that version?
it. LSG was Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat, and Johnny Gill.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, that's what I
I
thought.
sang it. It was just a different version.
All right,
Oh.
that I ain't never heard. You had the deluxe album.
What else?
Just those two mostly, man. I've been listening to that. And then like Christmas music, of course.
Oh, of course, Chris Brown. He been getting a lot of play for me, obviously. But on the Breezy album, the most recent album, he has a song on there called Harder.
Okay, I'm gonna check that
It's
out.
like a ballad. It's kind of a slow jam, but the instrumentation is like it's some shit you gotta hear live. It's a beautiful song.
I want y'all to bring y'all's best Christmas song for next show.
Yeah.
Oh shit, real festive.
Best Christmas song.
And then I think it's very interesting too that Under the Influence is like such a big viral record,
TikTok.
and he just did a video for it, but it's from his 2019 Indigo album. He had a whole album out since then, the Breezy album, but that song is like
Blown up.
resurfacing. Yes,
Well, you know, Chris Brown put 40 songs on the album, so people probably just not getting to the
they
tail
just
end.
now, so they gonna pick up on Breezy in about sometime late next year.
Yeah, like
After he
Q4
already put a new
2023.
album.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I love him.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
I'm
all
gonna
we
leave
be
it at
jamming
Breezy.
time.
All right. Her Loss is out.
What you think?
21.
love the album.
Can you do something for me?
Yeah, and I even got a chapter Screwed. So I'm
What?
just about to Chop Stars.
What?
I'm loving the album. It's more so Drake featuring 21.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like a Drake album, which is pretty dope.
They said they co-wrote a lot of the songs together too.
It's a great album.
I gotta give it a chance.
It was dope because remember Jimmy Cooks was waiting
Yes.
for that.
I feel
and
like
they did that.
I feel like that was like the
Intro,
teaser.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's dope how they set that up.
Great album.
Okay.
And I'm just super excited because, like I said, the last show we were on, all my favorite artists have dropped. Gigi's album's out, Lil Baby's album's out, Money Man dropped the album,
Yeah.
Drake dropped the album,
Yeah.
Flume, electronic artist. I just found out he dropped an album, so I'm
Oh,
in music
electronic
heaven.
artists.
Can we talk about that Jeezy real quick though?
I never talked about it yet.
Hey, that Jeezy
It's a
album.
great album.
The Michael Jackson Jeezy joint. The joint, I Ain't Gonna Hold You.
I thought we had talked about the album. We have not talked about the album.
Have we? I don't know, but I'm still jamming that thing.
It took us back. It's old Jeezy.
Maybe y'all haven't. We ain't
Literally.
been hearing those.
I Ain't Gonna Hold You.
I added almost the whole album to my playlist, man.
Oh.
It's a really good album. It's old Jeezy. It's Trap or Die Jeezy. It's Team 101 Jeezy.
Oh, okay.
And DJ Drama talking this talk over it, so it's dope.
When I take my
I gotta give
flights,
it a chance too.
I downloaded that whole album, so I just listen to that while I be on the flight jamming.
It's so good.
Who else you got?
Meek Mill dropped a mixtape,
Yes.
Flamers 5.
I check that out.
He took it old school.
For sure.
And he dropped on live mixtapes and all that.
Really?
To where he's rapping over
Oh, wow.
beats.
Okay.
Okay.
he going
The
in.
classic mixtape.
Yeah.
Real mixtape.
Yeah.
And he spazzed. So
What?
he went
list.
crazy.
I mean, expected.
So Dat Piff, live mixtapes, and
What?
Hot New Hip Hop, I believe, have it.
I wonder if the baby
classic.
gonna do that, because the baby been rapping over people's
He
beats
has.
recently.
Yeah, he has.
So I wonder if he gonna do that right.
I mean, he got on like God Did and all that. Like Meek Mill when he went crazy.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Roddy Ricch dropped the album. Album's
Shout out
amazing.
to Roddy Ricch.
Added some of those songs on the way here to my playlist.
Okay.
Metro Boomin dropped an album
Metro
2 nights ago.
Boomin wants
I listened to
nigga.
some songs off that album.
like it?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty solid.
He's one of my favorite producers.
Aw.
He delivered again.
Yeah.
And Sway Lee and Post Malone's Sunflower is now the highest selling record of all time. 17 times platinum. It's a big
What?
deal. I'm talking passing Thriller and Bad and everything. They are number one.
Because when you go 10 times platinum, you go diamond, right?
There's 17 times.
So they then and that was a big song from that Enter the Spideyverse.
Of all time.
Yeah,
of all time. That's the record. I'm talking over Elvis, over everybody, over the Beatles. They got the number one
What?
single.
It's pretty dope.
That's
Shout out to Sway
wild,
Lee, man.
For sure.
You know, I got my Netflix segment.
Let's talk about it. I'm in it.
Oh yeah, you always know.
I'm on it too today, so let's talk about
He
it.
always got some series or show or
Love is Blind,
Okay.
season 3. Finally got to get through it, and it was just as entertaining as season 1. This is crazy.
it's them like dating blindfolded or some shit, right?
You don't see the person, not blindfolded.
I mean, not blindfolded.
I've never seen the
Not
show
walking
either.
around like that, but right. But your date, I'm interested in how they're like dating there.
Well, you just got to go off conversation. You know, if you fall for them, you propose, you get in.
So it's just conversations. It's not
Pretty
like
much.
outings.
Yeah, and then if you decide once you see him, if you want to continue the marriage, then when you do, you keep it going. There's 2.
Wait, you get married?
You get married.
Oh wow.
You go to the altar. You don't know who's gonna say yes or no, but if y'all both say yes, y'all get married.
So do you see each other at the altar?
Yeah, of course. When you propose and say yes, then you get to see that person, and then you still have to get married, and then you see what happens after that.
So if you propose, because it's like this person is everything, their conversation, their
Yeah.
intellect is all this, oh my gosh. So you ask the person to marry you, they say yes. Y'all
Yes.
at the altar,
Yes.
and now you reveal yourself, and now you're not into
No.
what they. It's
You
not.
you propose, you say yes, then you reveal, then you go to the altar like a different day.
So if you say yes, that's it. You have to still get married.
Yes, if you both say yes, you get married.
So you say yes and then see the person,
Jesus.
No,
Date blind.
right?
You propose, the woman says yes.
And then you get to
You
see her.
get to see them.
Yeah.
Then a couple weeks later, you go to the altar and get married.
Yeah, it's all in there.
Yeah. And then if you
Yeah.
get, there's 2 couples that are still married from season 1. Like they're gonna be married for the rest of their lives.
Has there been any situation where they reveal each other and it's
Yes.
like, oh,
Yes.
Like, hell no.
And that's them. They show Love is Not Blind. Yeah, it's a really. So I would never do reality TV. Like I would never
Yeah.
go on a reality TV show. But and
they not really getting
my
married?
friend's gonna go crazy. If someone like a producer reached out and like really wanted me on the show, I would consider it because that's such a dope show.
Yeah.
Now some people go for the wrong reasons, but to find someone
right,
not
right.
seeing them, that's an amazing concept.
This dude from my college was on there. SK.
That's dope.
Yeah, he went to Baylor. So he was on there. I didn't know about the show until it was like, SK was on Love Is Blind. I was just like,
We had a scandal, right?
wait, what? That's what I heard too. And I saw him post about it because I
What?
follow him, so I saw him post about it, but I didn't know what he was talking about.
It's a great show.
But like, yeah, it's,
How long are they dating?
You propose probably within 10 days. You just feel it. They feel it. You can tell they feel it.
So I'm sure there's matches who just aren't compatible and they just like, I'm not feeling this person.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
It's a good show. Let's move on though, because it is a quick fix.
look, if you need another show to watch on Netflix, watch Wednesday.
Oh my God,
Scylla said the same thing.
10 out of 10, highly recommend. If you know me and you know my ratings, I don't give 10s out.
what?
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Yes.
Shout out to Tim Burton.
Wow.
The chick on the show who plays Wednesday,
Hispanic, I believe.
Ortega.
Yep.
I forgot her first name. Ortega. They also have the original Wednesday from the Addams Family.
She's in there?
She's in the show as well.
Well, don't give me that. You gave me too much. So you gave me
Well, no, you won't even know. It doesn't even matter. Yeah. But that's just background now.
Yeah,
That's
our
dope.
assistant producer agrees.
Yeah. It's fire, bro. It's fire.
Oh.
The dance was my favorite part. What you the
Give
dance?
it too much now, but
Was that what you said? That's not the same. Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's move on real quick.
Yes.
Deja, what's on next on Quick Fix?
Kirstie Alley passed.
We just found out on the way here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the chat? Hey, now. Yeah, she was a part of my childhood movies.
So who's Kirstie Alley? Can you explain?
Kirstie Alley. Oh, you know another way she may be familiar. She was the I believe she was the face of like Jenny Craig for a minute.
Okay.
For a minute, she was the camp director on It Takes Two when the Olsen twins did the
Okay.
whole like swapping. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen?
Was that Parent
Parent Trap? Okay, but the Parent Trap was Lindsay Lohan. It
Okay.
Takes Two was the Olsen twins.
Okay.
And she was in that. She was on Cheers.
Okay.
You see a picture of her. She made.
Probably
you may reckon.
recognize.
She was
Probably
71, I believe, and they said she lost her battle with cancer.
Dang.
Sure, man.
R.I.P. for sure.
It's really the longest thing we have, but it can be short.
Oh boy.
Pause.
Hey, she said that like
Oh, that's
she
what-
been waiting to say that. That mother came out like
because people say that all the
actually.
time. Life is short. It's really not. It's the longest thing we have.
It's out of all the years in the world and all the time of the world.
It's short. Yes, for your little portion
like a
of
grain
years
of
that you're
rice.
there, yes, but it's like
And it goes by fast.
it for
Yeah.
sure goes by fast. R.I.P. to her.
Yeah.
And
Can I get it? No.
Go ahead, bro.
I wish we had your clip
I do too.
inserted,
I do too.
because bruh.
I did the Yams challenge. If y'all don't know, Yams is a very viral song about what I just found out is about money. I thought it was about like intimacy.
I thought he was trying to get to the yams,
Yeah,
like get
like
to
the
her
cheeks.
ass.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
like
too.
can I
Yeah.
get
So
your
you telling me
thing?
something.
But then he turned around and said, "Because I got bills to pay." It's like, bro,
But it's also perfect for Thanksgiving, and they're geniuses because that song's gonna be ran back every
Facts.
November.
was it
Facts.
Masego?
Masego had
and Devon.
Yes.
That's who I think the original record is from.
They had everyone doing
It's
the
been
challenge.
covered by Fetty Wap, who I thought that was Lil Duval. Anyway, it was covered by Fetty Wap, and then it became a challenge.
Charlie
so
Wilson even
Charlie
had it.
Wilson
Charlie
chimed
Wilson.
in. Tank started the whole calling out. You know, Tank is R&B,
Uncle Charlie, you won.
everything.
All right.
But Tank called out a lot of people. A lot of people have been doing it. It's just been a fun challenge.
And I called out all my friends, but no one accepted the challenge.
Misha did it.
Misha brought her whole team, her whole play.
Cast.
The
Oh,
whole
so she
Cast.
ready. So she
play.
showed up. Like, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
But yes, I'm gonna accept your challenge, and I'm gonna hit you with it. Just I'm getting over the bug.
Shanquella Robinson, R.I.P. Did y'all see that story?
Yes.
It was very disturbing
Mm-hmm.
because these are friends enough for you to plan a trip and go away with. It wasn't like some randoms. You guys actually planned a trip. Like just
Sad. She's thinking she's going on vacation and having a time, and you lose your life.
But like you never know, right? So you always, man, it's hard to say live your life to the fullest, and then it be your own people.
that's the
Going to live her
thing.
life to the
Right,
fullest,
exactly.
that's
And
what
see,
I
the
was
thing to me too, like if I were the judge, I don't want to make this a long drawn out thing, but to beat somebody to death,
Yeah.
that takes a lot.
a lot of anger.
And she wasn't fighting back. Obviously, you could tell she was out of it. But women especially, we can take a lot of pain. We have babies. You know what I'm saying? Some people with no meds at all. Our bodies can handle extreme amounts of pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to be beat to death,
Yeah, it's wild.
she put a lot of work. Or they put a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? One hit and you hit your head wrong and you done. That's different. But that is not like she was beat. Like I think that's throw the
wild,
book at her. Like that's out. Or them, I mean. And then you film it and it's just a sad story. It's a sad
Yeah,
story.
because the person filming is like you watching this person do
Right.
this to somebody you came with. Like, how that makes sense?
You
I was
wonder
on
what
a
happened.
cruise when the story broke. So imagine I'm on a cruise.
Yeah, so
Like,
you looking around like
me
try
too.
it, like try it.
No. I was with real. That's family,
yeah.
but it's just the thought
Yeah.
that like I was on that trip and I could have been with friends who didn't care about me or were jealous or
Yeah.
Very sad story.
sorry.
So,
It was really unfortunate.
on a different note, unless you got something to say about it, Tony.
No.
Okay, on a different note, one thing that really surprised me, going back to music for just a second, Taylor Swift. So some argue Taylor Swift, top 5 artists out right now in the world. You can make the argument, but Taylor Swift dropped an album recently.
Midnights.
Midnights. Over 1 million in the first week.
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal. But like, what's bigger about that is the breakdown.
What she sold.
575,000 vinyls.
Scared the
395,000 CDs. 10,000 cassettes.
Now that's what's kidding me. The
Real
vinyls
sales.
and the cassettes, like what?
Ain't that that's crazy though.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, how was she marketing that project to get those types of things
Have you
sold?
seen any of it?
Old school sales.
Have you seen any marketing
Nah,
promo?
I didn't know she dropped the album.
I don't know.
But I mean, I'm not
That's
really a
fans. That's
fan.
the
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Those fans are her fans are tapped in enough to know.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I didn't know they're still doing cassettes. So that was
Who's printing them? That's what I'm saying. Was that a
how
special?
they playing them? Is the question.
Right,
What they playing
right.
them on?
Now I have a CD player
Yeah.
still to like get the old stuff, but yeah, the cassettes
Urban
is
Outfitters got to be selling
Said-
out. Urban Outfitters got to be selling out of CD players and cassette players.
He said, "Where are they playing them?"
That's all I want to know. Because 10,000 people bought a cassette, but I know like
It could be a collector's thing just to keep it.
That's what I'm thinking. They're specially, like limited edition. I don't think they're out there. I think they were specific. They gotta be.
they might as well sell
Does it
VHS
come with
too.
Does it
shit.
come with the fucking player? It comes with a Walkman.
Hey, that'd have been fire. I
It
lucky
comes
with a
with the
Walkman.
Walkman with the-
Walkman.
No, 1.5 is a big deal with the
Yeah.
streaming era we have now. For sure.
Speaking of doing it big.
8 Mile turns 20
Oh wait, I
this year.
I wasn't hitting it really quick before we get there. Speaking of doing it big, I have to give Money Long her roses.
Yes.
The Soul Train Awards. It was like
Oh yeah.
it was like a Money Long night.
She was on there
Not
multiple
Money,
times.
it's
Money.
Money.
Yeah, she I think she won multiple. Her performance was awesome. Like her singing sounded like the record.
I haven't heard any of her music, so I need to check her out. Yeah.
Hours and
Hours
hours.
and Hours?
That's her.
Guess I have heard some of her.
Yours, mine.
Time Machine.
That's
Maybe I
her.
have heard.
I think I need a time machine.
I've only heard Hours.
Okay, well,
that's a good
yeah,
record.
she has some. She's a songwriter though.
Okay.
She's been writing since she was 8. It's crazy because when she accepted one of her awards, she's like, "I've been writing since I was 8. Like I always write. I was always writing." And somebody in the crowd was like, "For hours and hours." It was funny as fuck. But it was like her night. Her performance was a whole stage play, like acting.
Yeah.
It was a Tyler Perry. It was a whole Tyler Perry.
DC Young Fly even popped up in a
Yeah,
random part.
yes. Her performance was awesome. Her voice, she sounded amazing. She looked amazing. It was a Money Long night.
Yeah.
Soul Train Awards, and shout out to Escape. They got their award, and
I got to tap into her
Morris
album
Day
for
and the
sure.
Time. I didn't watch.
They got an award?
Well, he got honored.
Okay.
Him and the Time, and he performed like he ain't missed a beat.
So funny story real quick. First time I ever came to California, I ended up at the Sacramento State Fair, and Morris Day and the Time was performing.
What?
Most random shit ever.
And it's like he ain't missing a beat.
What?
He's
That
not
boy
missing
never
a
going
beat.
in.
I tried to be Morris Day one Halloween, and it didn't. I didn't
It didn't hit?
It didn't hit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I
Did
was
you have
looking
the
for
steps?
eyebrows and the, I was gonna do the dance and
You
everything.
had to have a your man next to you with the mirror so you could be checking
Yeah.
it.
I couldn't get to, the.
Oh, you couldn't
Yeah.
get it to swoop forward with
Yeah,
the
he got good hair. I
It was the
couldn't
He
Motown
said I couldn't
thing.
do it.
Yeah.
I did not watch the AMAs,
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't check
so
that
I
out
can't
either.
really chime in on that. They did my boy in, so couldn't do
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Moving right along.
So
8 Mile.
8 Mile turns 20 this year.
I ain't between you. That's crazy.
I didn't mean to laugh that hard.
hey, shout out
I said it
Eminem.
so casually though. That's what's funny.
8 Mile was a really good movie.
La love.
I forgot how old we were, but yeah, it was a good movie. Really good movie.
I knew all the rap battles. It
was a great one.
rap battle verses.
long time ago.
Yeah.
8 Mile, man.
Yeah, that movie was that movie was great. I loved it.
That's one of the movies I watched once, and that was about it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
No.
watched it once, and I was like, I'm good on it.
I liked it. It was the rap for me. So rap movies and the battle, and it's like, oh, it's real raw and all. Yeah.
So Spotify Rap does their rap every year in December, and you see everyone posting their streams.
The personal ones, yes.
Starion, our executive producer, and Deja Vu had big years when we all did as a team, but individually,
Yeah.
We did.
1.5. I think you're at 1.5, 1.2, 2 million. Okay.
Okay.
Boy, say put a two
Okay.
on my shit. Put a two
Executive
on my shit.
Yeah,
producer.
that was a big deal for the team.
It
but
was for
they
the
had
team.
their top 10 streamed hip hop albums on
Let's hear 'em.
Spotify.
Want to hear? Here it go.
I run through them right quick. Certified Lover Boy was 1.
Okay.
Mr. Morale and Big Steppers was 2. The
Yes.
Eminem Show was 3. Drake, Honestly Nevermind was 4. Future,
Oh.
I Never Liked You was 5. Gunna, DS4 Forever.
Yeah.
was 6.
Free
Kendrick Lamar
Gunna.
Dan was 7. Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP, Igor, and
Hey.
Scorpion.
So we
rounds
got
out that list.
so we got Kendrick, Eminem, and Drake on there twice.
Yeah, but
That's hard.
But Eminem, that's his old albums.
But that's
on
that's
there,
that's
yeah.
hard.
That's what.
though.
But yeah.
His fan base is real.
Yeah, but Drake had 3 albums on there.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
Scorpion was on there as well.
The fact that Scorpion's on there still.
Yeah. For the year. That's deep.
I thought it was dope to see Gunna on there. Y'all know I like Gunna a lot.
Free my boy Gunna,
Yes,
man.
please. Yes.
Living wild.
I'm
I'm
and then,
living wild.
and then Tyler the Creator been on there was interesting with all those
Aw.
artists.
I like
Shout
the
out to
Igor.
Tyler, the creator.
Rick Caruso did not win mayor of LA. I voted for him. You know, he was really big on the homeless community, and
Yeah.
he did not win. So we took a loss, and moving on.
Cool.
There it is.
Yep.
Cool. R.I.P. Takeoff, man.
Oh,
That was heavy to see.
that was
And
a
it
big
happened in
L
Houston
for the
too.
city. Yes, I was gonna say that was a
So,
big L for the city.
R.I.P. Takeoff. They made 2 arrests since then. They feel like they know who the suspect was.
Yeah.
I just feel like whoever did it, whoever hope, whatever justice needs to comes. But definitely R.I.P. Takeoff, man. I feel like that was a big blow to hip hop. I hate how groups have their periods where like they break up, they come back together. But
Or they're
I hate
feuding or
whenever they're not together, they're doing their own thing, something happens, and now we lose a member, stuff like that.
Right.
Watching this though, honestly, like this being a tragedy, I kind of felt like this was like maybe a version of TLC. One could argue, like when Left Eye died, and they were
at odds.
they were like a big group too at the same time.
Yeah.
So like with the Migos, like the Migos were like bigger than the Beatles, for hip hop.
Yeah.
So for Takeoff to go, and people can argue Takeoff had the best flow,
Yeah.
So that hurt. That definitely hurt me. So R.I.P. Takeoff.
I thought it was
Yeah.
sad that he didn't they're in the hood shooting dice, and he was just in the background.
Yeah.
Right.
Got hit with a straight bullet, and that was really sad because it was just like,
It just wasn't.
not saying it would have been less sad if he was doing something else, but he's really just minding his business in the back. Probably didn't even want to be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you get caught with a bullet,
Right.
and that's
Yeah,
it was
it's
just sad.
unfortunate. His little brother's speech was emotional.
Yeah, it was.
Cardi says she feels so helpless. She gets to like trying to console
Yeah.
Offset, and it's like she feels like she can't. It's hard.
Yeah.
Nothing you can say or do to make a person feel better losing someone.
So R.I.P. man, sending
sure.
prayers to Quavo and Offset, also to QC,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
label,
They be dropping.
Shout out to Andre Ward in the chat, man.
What up?
What up?
Shout
What
that
up?
boy, shout that boy.
So speaking of that, what's this topic? The number one cause of death for Black people.
I saw it the other day. It was super interesting. We won't dive too heavy into it because it is a heavy topic. But the number one cause of death for Black people is abortion.
Really?
Oh,
I would never thought. I would have thought,
Oh.
like shooting or something like that.
that's why I put the ... A.
Yeah.
You knew what it was.
Yeah. You set up these, and I'm not. We won't talk about pro or anti.
Right.
Abortion, but yeah, there's they're set in place, and
I wasn't expecting that to be the answer.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't. When I saw the answer myself, it was surprising.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did they have did they have other ones?
There was a list, and that was
okay.
number one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. and we
Well-
won't dive into it, but I thought that was very interesting.
It is. I would like to know where abortion. We're on the list as abortion land for other races. I would like to know. So
It'd be interesting to see.
I
Very.
would say it's not number one.
that sound like some BS. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
No, it's the truth.
In the
It's
mix
actually a
with the
real story.
fix, I love it. What up, Cannon?
D. Cannon's actually here.
He is. He's in the building.
He's actually in person.
Yes,
And on the
yes.
chat.
I love it.
Appreciate you joining us.
More killings. What's up with these shootings?
Man, they had 2 recently, right? They had the Colorado shooting.
Yeah,
club
one
in-
targeting an LBGTQ. Did I get that correct?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And the other was and that was in Colorado. The other one was at a Walmart.
Okay, I did see
In
the Walmart.
Chesapeake,
Virginia.
He looked like a nut.
Yeah, that was wild. Dude walked to the break room.
To the break room. Like you having a break, you taking your 15, and yeah, it's
That's crazy, man.
I did see that.
That's wild, man. I don't know, man. You never know what's on somebody's mind, man. That's why you gotta look out. You gotta show love. You gotta be respectful to
kind.
everybody, because you never know what's going on, man.
Right. Or what someone's going through.
Right. And then sometimes look for the signs too, man. If I see you down, if I see you looking a certain way, and I know you're usually high energy,
Right.
you know, hey, I'm actually, how you doing? You good, man? Talk to me. Let's go take a walk.
Yeah.
You know, because you just never know. Sometimes people just need that extra ear.
hug.
Yeah, hug. Shit.
That one hug might have saved several people from being killed. If this
Facts.
person was headed home to do some shit and you hugged them or complimented them or, held a door for them or something so simple could really like do a lot for people. You don't know where they are mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Mental health checks.
Speaking of mental health.
Oh, no. So our topic today, I'll start by saying
Our many topics.
I'm a fan of Kanye West, and I try to, before I make judgments, see where he's coming from on his stances and topics and stuff like that. And, when everyone else is like, oh, I can't listen or I'm done or whatever, I try to see, like, where was that coming from? What was he trying to say? For one, God will humble you very quickly.
ASAP.
When you walk around like I'm rich and this and that and I got the most money and all that, that was gone very fast. I mean, the same day, he went from a billionaire to a millionaire in one day, for one. The latest swastika post and all that, I couldn't understand where that was coming from or going, because to post that, I don't know if that was out of anger towards the Jewish community, but I couldn't find the reasoning behind that.
Yeah.
To see why he would post something like that.
Right.
And in support of Hitler. That was a lot for me. And I'm not sitting here saying like I'm done with Ye or I'm done anything like that. But that was a lot.
I think it was a lot for any Kanye fan.
It
Yeah.
was,
Because
for sure.
like you said, like you have so many people who who's a fan.
Yeah.
And they try to go beyond what he's saying, because we know he's not the
Understand.
best at delivering.
Right.
Trying to understand
And
what
we
he's
try to
trying to say.
understand what he's trying to say, but it's real hard to try and understand when you're saying things that's just like,
Blatant.
there's no way around that you can go around to make this make sense. you
I
know?
can't even give you the benefit of the doubt
Correct.
that maybe
Yeah.
you meant
Correct.
this because you,
Correct.
blatantly said XYZ.
Because we know what the symbol represents, right?
Right.
Right.
So I just dig in. Even with the MAGA hat that we talked about weeks back, I gave an explanation for that.
Right.
But I just couldn't, after a long thought and process, I couldn't figure out what that
Yeah. So you just gotta treat it like a Netflix series and watch how it play out.
Bye.
At this point.
It's not looking good, but there's redemption in everyone. Kyrie's no longer with Nike.
Yeah.
And I said those two things to. So I'm gonna read a comment. I don't like what they're doing to him, and honestly, my opinion, nothing he said was hate speech that I heard. I want you to go check his last tweets and check those out, and tap back in and tune back in with us next week. But I'm with you. I feel you. It's also a symbol for some UFO religion. Boy, here's the thing. Don Cannon Music says. Like I said, I'm always waiting for an explanation.
I'm
I'll
weak.
never turn my back on someone just
Yeah.
because of I want to see where they're coming from, and we haven't gotten an explanation yet. But that was a lot. But I said those two things to go into Balenciaga or the Balenciagas.
Ben Salagas. The Ben Salagas.
The Ben-
It's like, hey, depending on who you ask in the hood, they gonna give you about 32 different names.
Ben Salagas.
The Balenciagas.
When he pulled him out the Ziploc, man, I was like, nah.
The Alibaba.
Yeah, he tripping. With
That's
that
why
one.
that's why they the Ben Salagas, because they're from Alibaba. The Ben Salaga from Alibaba.
Maybe he was saying Balenciagas on purpose because he knew they weren't Balenciaga. I don't know, but
But his he had the sweater that said Balenciaga.
yeah, I don't know, man.
All over it. It was like screaming Balenciagas, and
you
he was
couldn't
still
miss
like,
it.
I got the Ben Salagas.
I brought up those two scenarios and those two things because Balenciaga released a campaign that was showing
Talk about it.
kids in bondage and belts and what that represents and
S&M.
what's it?
S&M.
What does that stand for? There you go. There you
Massacre something.
go. As we
It's some torturous pain.
Yeah.
You like pain and
obviously Epstein
Whips
got
and chains.
locked up and then he committed suicide. It goes way deep, right?
Right.
Only thing I'm saying is did anyone come at Balenciaga? Did anyone cancel that brand? Did anyone say anything? Did anyone
Little Kim.
do
Oh my
anything?
gosh, not Little Kim. Kim Kardashian did.
The DEF CON thing was the only thing that could have been worded differently. Okay.
And in the shoot, there was paper on the table,
Of like the case.
and when they zoomed in, it was about child pornography.
It was a case like such and such versus such. It was like the
Yeah.
case.
I mean,
So
obviously,
it was very intentional
Yeah.
to me because why would that court case, such and such
It's
versus
like a book and
come
author
on now,
and all
that,
type of stuff.
Kim Kardashian spoke up.
yes.
Balenciaga's like suing like the people who.
Yes, now they're trying to sue that it wasn't them, it was their.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, from someone that books a lot, there's no way that advertisement got out without Balenciaga or the heads of Balenciaga approving.
Approving.
You have to approve it. Nothing happens.
multiple
unless
teams, multiple people.
It has to go back.
PR.
To the head of
It
the brand.
touches a lot of hands before it hits the people.
Yeah, very
They
true.
knew exactly what was going on. They knew exactly what was happening,
Mm-hmm.
and they approved it. And that was their escape to be like, "Oh yeah, we didn't see it. You have to see it. Nothing
Right.
goes out unless the head see it."
Right.
So if you had any Balenciagas, shoes,
any
apparel,
Balenciagas.
anything, would you burn it or sell it? Get rid of it?
Your boy Maddie, I guess the CEO Maddie on Instagram.
CEO Maddie J, shout out to you.
He brought up an interesting fact, and Balenciaga is owned by, I think it's Kering, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but that brand also owns Gucci. It also owns Alexander McQueen, YSL, and there's something that I haven't dug into yet that they own that's like an artsy, pornographic child thing, and they sell that. I got to look into it more, but
Oh,
if you're going to cancel Balenciaga and not wear that, you're going to not wear Gucci, you're going to not wear all these other Bottegas, all that. They're all under the
it's
same umbrella.
sickening.
I think a lot of people, and I'm not condoning or agreeing with what Kanye said or is doing, but a lot of people take the opportunity to tear down black men and artists and entertainers
Always.
any chance they get.
Always.
And, if you see someone doing something or saying something or whatever, you take it and it's not right, you take that chance to rip them down. And we don't do the same thing when it comes to other races.
Nobody's cancel culture is as strong as
For a black man or woman.
Because I think a lot of times we do it to ourselves
that's
too.
what I'm saying.
And
We for sure do.
Think about like family settings, right? You're chilling with the family. You got a cousin that always gets in trouble, uncle, brother, or sister, whatever may be the case, right? Yeah, your cousin acting up again. They down at the blah blah blah. Yeah, I told you that nigga crazy, blah blah blah. Like it's so natural for us to just talk, about negatively about certain situations and certain people, and then our natural thing, like for a lot of people, is just like. Such trying to come over. Tell them we're not gonna be home. Like we ain't go. You know what I'm saying? So that we practice that cancel culture so much that when it happens with celebrities and stuff like that, we just kind of treat them because we feel like these celebrities. We see them so much, talk about them so much. We feel like they're like relatives and they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we just be writing them off or just canceling them off like they just regular people.
It's like the crab in a barrel mentality. Like we quick to cancel each other. Why?
I just don't see the outrage.
We don't give a benefit of doubt. We don't give chances. Like no, like there's no redemption type shit. It just
Like it's-
one and done.
Like, yes, I'm glad we got him. The black man, the black woman, we got him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no outrage for Balenciaga with these ads, and there's no, unless I haven't seen any people revolting and going on strike, and I just haven't seen it. Same thing with.
They've been a lot of vandalizing
seeing
of
it in
stores.
burning.
They talked about that. They had a lot of vandalizing of their stores.
Yeah, and they've been burning. People who have the merch have been burning it. Somebody might still want it, so I'll be trying to resell it. I don't know about burning it.
Even when LeBron brought up Jerry Jones, it's like, yeah, that was a long time ago, but are we going to make him do this list of things that Kyrie had to do when he made these statements about, or he supported this film? You're going to make Jerry Jones do a list of things to the black community?
Or
to make
what
sure-
about when they tried to dig up old ass tweets from Kevin Hart and tried to cancel Kevin Hart? Remember?
And I'm a Cowboys fan, so it hurt, but Jerry Jones is seen against integration.
Yeah.
It's like, well, have you moved on from that? Are you still racist? Like, we need answers. No one wants answers. It's cool. Let them just go about owning this team, and it's all good. And I'm a Cowboys fan, so.
Yeah.
And I just think it's about accountability. I just think it should just be addressed and moved on from, because the same way we want our second chance, I think it applies for everybody. He shouldn't just be totally like
Well, for sure. Redemption for
canceled at
everybody.
all. You know what I'm saying?
It's just different races aren't treated like how
They're
we're
not.
treated
They're
when it
not
comes
at
to,
all.
like, a mistake or a belief or something you shouldn't be doing. It's just like,
I mean, Chris Brown is still being, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
ridiculed.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we're not condoning any of that.
not
Thank
at
you,
all.
by the way.
Not at all.
But we want the same treatment and responses and that happen to the black black
Yeah.
community to other
It'll never be fair, but
equality.
yeah, yeah.
So Tony, you said you saw something interesting on TikTok, man.
Yes.
Tell me what you
about
saw.
Want to here go.
So, if you were going to introduce hip hop to someone that has not heard it or is not a fan of it or doesn't listen to hip hop,
Yeah.
what song would that be?
That is a huge question.
And I believe it was on a sports network, and their answers were International Players Anthem.
Okay.
Shout out to Texas, Keon.
Yeah, you already know what's up.
And Outkast, Atlanta, of course. A
Yep.
Millie by Lil Wayne.
A Millie.
All the Lights
All
by
the
Kanye
lights,
West. Hate Me Now
You can
with
hate me
Nas
now.
and Diddy.
But I won't stop now.
You know what I would say?
What's that?
Missy Elliott, Lose Control.
Music making you lose control.
And the reason why I said is because the video was crazy.
It is.
Missy got off.
She did.
Then you saw like the dancing to it.
We did.
And I feel like the visuals were dope. So
They
that's
were.
like all the elements of hip hop, right? Like
were.
it shows you like, I mean, some dancing involved, it's some gear, some drip, you know what I'm saying? It's some of this, it's some of that.
I didn't think. I didn't think about the video. When I thought about my answers, I thought about the production, the instrumentation, the delivery of the verses, the message in the verses, the structure of the song,
You have a song?
and the feeling that it gives you. I have a few.
Just one. Gotta pick one.
She like,
Gotta pick one song.
Touch the Sky by Kanye.
Okay.
gotta
Just
touch the
getting
sky.
up. You crazy.
Last Call by Kanye. She Will by Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Okay. Look at Me Now by Lil Wayne. That covered it all.
So I was gonna wait till the next episode, but if y'all answered,
It's hard headed. Just
yeah, I'm gonna say them anyway. I did that with the albums though, so I can get okay. I really liked the All of the Lights choice that they had on the show, but I'll pick a different one because he was like, "Oh, nigga gone," and I don't think a random fan would be like, "Oh, I like that," the lyrics, the verses didn't really hit to a random person. So, I mean, I would have to pick one of the greatest artists. So I would say,
I'm weak.
I don't have no answer.
I thought you was about to say Jeezy.
No, I can't. I
Okay.
can't. I would, but I can't. I'll give y'all an answer next week.
Could you say a Michael Jackson song? Would you say Michael
He's not
Jackson's
a
hip hop?
rapper.
Hip-hop?
He's not
No.
hip-hop.
Michael Jackson's
Why
a
you keep
rapper,
saying
man.
that, bro?
I'm
No.
trying to tell you. I'm gonna start a campaign. Hashtag Michael Jackson's a rapper. Put in the comments.
Well, you would.
Do you think Michael Jackson's a rapper?
You wouldn't
Yes,
find
he
a
is.
person. You wouldn't be introducing anybody to anything Michael Jackson. Everybody knows Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's true. That's
You,
true.
that wouldn't
That's
be an
true, 100%
introduction.
true.
They would have heard it.
Michael Jackson was a rapper though. If
I
y'all
gotta
didn't
give
know.
y'all an answer.
Cause Billie
I'm gonna look while we
Jean
take it
is
into
not my
while we're
love.
going to Ariel's.
I'm weak.
Ariel, what you got for us?
I like International Players Anthem and a
really
Millie
good song.
and a Millie.
But it's about players, and I don't think that's universal to a lot of people.
You're right.
True.
It's international.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I choose you.
Just kidding.
baby.
All right, guys. To continue the theme of this season with the Mount Rushmore,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna give you guys songs that came out this year, 20 years ago,
Okay.
and write them down. But you can only choose 4 out of all these songs.
Oh, my God.
4 songs?
Only 4 songs.
How many you
I
listen?
have 7.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So the first song that was popular this 20 years ago,
At this
Nelly,
time.
Air Force Ones.
Okay.
Second, Eminem, Lose Yourself.
8 Mile, huh?
Right.
Third, Mario, Just a Friend.
Wow.
Fourth, Ludacris, Move.
We can only pick one, brother.
He
Pick
said 4.
Pick 4 out of 7.
Yes. Cameron, Oh Boy. Kelly Rowland, Dilemma.
I knew it.
How you know?
And the last one, Missy Elliott, Work It.
Because I mean, when he said
Those-
Kelly, I knew it would be Dilemma.
Those were the top 7 songs 20 years ago. But out of those 7, what 4 are you putting on the Mount Rushmore?
Like just the best records out of those. Wow.
I can go first. On behalf of Big Hustle Brand, I like to choose number 1 first round draft pick. We going with Air Force Ones because that was a cultural song and it was a movement.
It made an impact, yeah, for sure.
You know, I kept them bricks on my feet. They was clean. They was white. If you stepped on them, it was a fight. You already know what was up. So we going with that one first. The second one, you know, I'm going with Move by Luda because shit, that was a vibe. I wasn't in the clubs, but the clubs looked dope on in the videos on 106 and Park and everything. So I'm going with that. The next one, I would definitely say Missy Elliott, Work It, because I know I must have said you don't from your Spanish anthem about 8 million times. So that'd be my third one. And then I think the last one would be Just a Friend by Mario, because I remember at the time all the girls loved Mario, and then Mario had the little dance and everything. And so Just a Friend was like the vibe at the time. So
I like that. So
So you got Missy on there twice.
no, she doesn't.
Oh no.
Missy
Okay.
song.
Okay.
His was Air Force One's Move by Luda, Work It, and Just a Friend. I like that.
Yes, kind of similar to what I would have picked.
Which one would you change?
I have Air Force Ones for the same reason. I have Move Bitch because it was a movement.
Okay.
I had Work It.
Oh wow, same list. Twinsies.
Now I did my fourth one. I'm gonna say Dilemma
Wow.
because it was that era of like rapper female doing that duet thing that was happening a lot.
can you sing the verse? You know the beginning of Dilemma?
No matter what I do, all I think. But it was around the time too of like 03 Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was kind of doing that rap R&B collab. That was a nice little.
I went to a concert recently at Afrotech, and literally that song came on, and everybody just instantly turned into "I ain't never had nobody show me." Like everybody.
That was another one. That Bow Wow and Sierra. Everybody was kind of. It was an era of that of like the singer with the rapper. But Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nelly and Kelly, Sierra, Bow Wow. You know, it was that. So
it was like a moment. So Dilemma was definitely one of them songs where it was just like people was getting off on that one when it dropped.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
It's real
listening, but
coupley.
I was trying to get my list together.
Okay, who you got?
My first song that neither one of you guys have was "Lose Yourself" was on mine.
Okay.
That was a big record.
It was,
Yeah.
especially with the movie dropping.
Yeah. "Work It" by Missy.
Yes.
Which is on all. I think that's the only one that's on all of our lists.
Yes.
I got "Just a Friend" because even if that comes on to this day, I'm
Yeah.
singing. "Oh, baby."
And it was a dope sample.
It's really good.
R.I.P. to Biz Markie.
And I was struggling with either Move or Air Force Ones. I was trying to play it in my head so I could pick, but
They both went up in the club. They were up.
I'm gonna go with Air Force Ones to
Culture.
round out my list. So the only song that made all of our list was "Work."
Was Missy because she's a fucking icon. Hello.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shout
Ew.
That's a good one.
I
That was,
did
that was
too.
a damn good question.
Yeah, it was. What else you got for us? That's
That's
it.
it. All right, dope.
I love
Great.
it. Like that was our classwork, our assignment.
Right.
Relationships.
got for us,
Ooh.
Can we get the hearts? Nice little picture with the hearts and all that. No, not today.
On my
It's all
little
good.
intro.
Hey, before you start
all
looking
good,
for it,
yo. Right.
nah, we ain't got it,
Nah, we ain't
brother.
got that.
We ain't got it, brother.
It's all good.
Keep rolling.
Oh shit.
Post production.
Okay, so my relationship question is like, who was it that posted, and it kind of was a whole thing. People were reposting it with Glorilla. Hold
Oh,
on.
the 50-50
I always
question.
thought it said it's your pussy if you make it wet. Oh,
All right.
yes, it was a whole lot of what people thought Missy was saying.
All right.
Yes, the 50-50 when Glorilla
50-50,
mentioned,
yeah.
you know, her take on relationships being 50-50.
Oh wow, that's what we're going today. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But then it just, you know, it's the old school versus new school where it's
Yeah.
like, you know, traditionally, you know, the woman was the stay-at-home caretaker.
Yeah.
and she
Housewives
took-
versus City Girls. You know.
Right.
a new
She
era.
took care of the kids. She kept the house clean. She did those kind of, you know, domesticated kind of responsibilities. And then the man was the one that was the breadwinner and bringing things home.
Yeah.
And then you become, you know, the new school where it's like
Right.
the woman's independent or she's bringing just as much to the table, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
And the dynamic is different in the household. Now, both parents are out the home working,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so what would be your preference or ideally if you had it, would you want your woman to not have to work? Do you want her, what is your take on the 50-50?
So it's like,
Drinking, bro. What?
Straight out.
Oh,
Oh,
my
shit.
goodness. All right.
Pastor Cavassier.
So what's the actual question? What's
What
the
is your take on the 50-50 versus, you know,
traditional?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like, what is traditional? Because in some cases, the woman's the breadwinner and maybe the dad
Yeah.
is the stay at
So
home.
do we agree with 50-50?
Yes, and would you take it pause? Would you take it another way?
Okay.
like, do you agree with it?
Because-
And if you don't agree with it, what would
would
you rather
what's
have?
your preference in a relationship?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Keon.
I think for me, honestly, like I'm real big on 50-50, but not in the essence of money, in the essence of effort. I'm big on effort, right?
We're talking about money, brother.
I get that. I get that. So like I understand like the whole 50-50, like a lot of people talk about the money thing, right? If you're in a position where money isn't a problem, then you really don't really care about the 50-50 money thing. So I look at it more from effort, right? So like if I'm talking to somebody that don't have as much money, then I'm not looking at them for 50-50 on the money side. I'm looking for them 50-50 on the effort side. So for when I say that, I mean, if we're going out to eat, you know, I'm covering that. We're doing different stuff, trips, stuff like that. I'm covering that. But the effort I want from you is making sure the peace is there, making sure peace, like peace of mind, right?
Have my pizza at home.
Nah, just making sure like the little things that I have to deal with every day, like help me with that. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure I'm straight, like make sure I'm good.
Release some of your stressors.
Correct. And that's all I ask, right? So I'm just big on that. Same thing with like just some of the basic stuff at the crib. Like if you just be like, hey, I got you something, or like, hey, I cook, pull up, or hey, I'm about to grab something to eat from here. I'm gonna bring you some by. You know, just random stuff like that. Like that's what it is for me.
What about you?
Man, there's so much to that question.
Every relationship question to you is a loaded question.
It's always loaded. It's like it's a lot, man. So, I think when I settle down, eventually, like actually settle down, I would like to be in a position to take care of everything as far as bills.
You want to financially, okay?
Yeah, I would like that, but I've heard Ariel look back like, why? Oh, man.
He got upset, like
he got mad at me, like, really? Don't you say that? But you know, stuff comes along with that. I'm not saying I would want my woman to be a stay-at-home, but if she was, then I would have to take care of the bills. But also, if she wanted to boss up and do her own thing, I wouldn't be like, no, stay home, type thing. And then it's also like, what's the? Sorry, y'all. The Ariel is giving me the mean mug. He don't like my answer.
I'm just patiently waiting for my turn.
Also, it's like, okay, let's say I am taking care of everything, or the man is taking care of everything.
Yeah.
What do you expect them to do without being sexist? Is it like cook, clean, kids, household? You know, I don't want to be sexist either, or traditional, whatever you may call it. I can't cook. I would hope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can't cook at all, actually.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Buchanan Music says the cost of living is different these days compared to back in the day, and inflation ain't helping. So depending on where you live and how much you make, it may
take both incomes.
Both incomes, which was to my next point. Let's say someone is, and I'll say in general, someone is taking care of everything, and they have let's say a nice apartment. That's what you have, and what if she makes a lot? You want to upgrade? So then it is 50-50. I don't know. Is it just like, well, I make this amount, and that's what it is, and we're going to stay here, or you want to split and get big? I don't know. I think the ultimate thing is that we all need to make just a lot more money.
Okay.
I would love to make enough to support and hold the household down. I really would. I actually, and this my girlfriends know, my friends that are women know, I feel funny when a woman pays for me, and I'm actually shocked when a woman offers.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I'm thankful.
I'm
That's
shocked.
dope. But especially like first date or first couple dates, I'm probably gonna pay.
Yeah, for sure.
It might sound trick or whatever you call it, but I just feel weird when a woman pays for me, unless it's like we together and we've been dating for a long time. She's like, oh, let me get it, or let me, it's back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, I don't be
it's
believing
a nice gesture.
Some people say the man pays the rent and the woman pays the bills, or the man pays the rent and the woman gets the groceries. I don't know.
Yeah, some people,
I've seen a lot of that.
You know.
So it's like a to each his own. How you want your relationship to go.
Tell us your thoughts.
I feel like people. Okay, so 50-50. When I presented the question, when I said 50-50, what did y'all take it as immediately? Okay, same. Okay, so
that's not what it was.
It could be whatever your relationship dynamic is.
Right.
Now, people will feel like 50-50 is her bringing financially to the table what he's bringing in. But they're not taking into account if it's not financial. If it's not financial, she's still doing more in most cases.
I don't understand. Run that back. You lost me.
Okay, so if he's working and she's working, let's just say financially is 50-50. They're splitting everything evenly.
Yes.
Everything else that's necessary, she's still doing more.
Like
taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, school.
But if some men do that,
that's why I said some.
Yes.
But in most cases, women are the nurturers.
Yes,
So if
yeah.
they're working as much as the man and splitting 50-50,
Yeah.
she's still going to come home after working, probably stop by the grocery store to get food because everybody don't just stock up. I know people who don't like to buy their meat until the day of, but she may work the full job.
Yeah.
She's going to stop at the grocery store to get the groceries. She's going to cook the food. She's going to clean the kitchen. If there's babies, she's taking care of the babies.
Okay.
Back to school night, stuff like that.
That's more
Majority
like
of the
70-30.
time. So that's what I'm saying. If he's footing the bills 100%, that means he should never see an empty roll on the toilet, the tissue. He should never know when we run out of toothpaste. He should never see a mess. It shouldn't be a
That's more
dirty dish.
traditional, would you say?
If it's gonna be that,
Yes.
he should. What you don't have to worry about when you go spending money, you don't have to worry about if it's there. It's just there. So on the other side, he shouldn't have to worry about a dish being dirty or his favorite cup. If you go in the kitchen to make him something, you know what I'm saying? If so 50-50 can be,
Whatever you think it may be.
yes, based on that relationship. It's circumstantial. 50-50 could still be, I make the money and I don't worry about nothing. I don't know when the kids or doctor's appointments are. I don't know when I don't know nothing.
Right.
All I know is they taken care of.
Right.
On the other side, she's taking care of the house and she don't have to worry about when the next dollar is coming from. You get what I'm saying? So that could still be 50-50.
So I think a lot of times we have this question, but like people don't put things into perspective, right? So like for example, me, single, young, no kids, none of that, right?
Right.
So the people I talk to usually like same scenario, and they're usually like they usually have a good job, I have a good job, right? So in those types of cases, like you got bread, I got bread. So 50-50 in that scenario is about how we spend on what we spend. So it's a whole different dynamic than a family scenario.
Right.
So like I think a lot of times we go in circles and have these arguments on social media about 50-50 when the people having the conversations in two totally
Different circumstances.
Right.
If
And
this couple may just be a couple with no kids and you can just work. You don't have none, but even still, the house has to be handled.
But that's if they live together. So see what I'm saying? So
I'm
it's
thinking like long term, maybe
right,
wife, like-
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
come on.
So that's what I'm saying. So like everybody be speaking about this and getting passionate about it, getting mad about it. But I'm like, okay, this person has an apartment, his girlfriend has an apartment, they don't live together. This person has a husband, they live together.
Right.
This person
Don't have no kids.
no
or they,
kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so many different
circumstantial.
backgrounds and circumstances. So you can only speak from your point of view, your perspective on it.
And it's just based on how you would want do you want to be in a relationship
if you
that's
wanna split
50-50? If you
everything,
don't,
split everything.
if
Yeah.
you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you are a stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom
Yeah.
and you take care of the house, it got to be fully taken care of.
I just saw a couple on Getting Smarter with Money on Netflix, and she makes like $300K a year, and he stays at home with the kids and the family and the food.
Yeah.
He do all that. And
That's what I'm
she
saying.
Bring the
It-
money in. So
That's what I'm saying. It
whatever
could
works
be.
for y'all. You don't feel that. I don't feel that either. I feel.
I so
wouldn't-
want to. I
yeah.
so want to hear from Ariel because his faces are saying so much.
We can tap in.
Please, please, he's
He
ready.
couldn't even talk.
He didn't hesitate.
Come on, you ready? Come on now, say something now.
Nah,
Got a microphone.
so my opinion is, as a single person with no
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
whether I'm living with somebody or not, I don't want to set an example for my kids that it's okay for one parent to stay home while one works. Because in my mind, I've been raised that my mentality is before my girl moves in, I need to make sure I can cook and pay for all these bills before she even puts in her part.
Yeah.
And so when I add to that, we are adding together to build more. So like the example was given, if I have an apartment and I've been doing it by myself, now that you come in and if we're serious, maybe now we can get a bigger apartment or
Yeah,
a house.
Right.
But me personally, and I don't think there's something wrong with it, I don't want to go to work all day and go do music and coaching and you just been at home and said, well, I cooked, I cleaned, I can cook for myself.
Good for
I
you, but I
clean
cannot.
for myself. You know, I want someone who we're both coming home, and if I beat my girl home, I can cook. Not because it's a gender role,
Yeah.
but just because I love you enough to know she's hungry and I'm here first.
It's a partnership.
I commend men that can cook for their family and women.
So,
and all
I can
so
throw down.
and
boy.
that was a no kid scenario.
Yes.
So
Ask about me.
her
right here.
being a stay-at-home wife, let's just say they're married, she may not have as much to do in an 8-hour workday if there's no kids.
Yeah.
So if she's just keeping the house clean, how long it take to do the laundry real quick? You know, that's the Sunday thing throughout the week. I don't know. Without kids, it does make like what were you doing the whole day? Now, if she's trying to start a business, or maybe
Yes,
she's
that's what I was gonna say.
you flipping your money because she invested in it's a lot that can be done for a stay-at-home woman or man. It don't necessarily have to be because she don't be getting up, I'm leaving and you still in the bed by my lunch break, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be a lazy, like you could still be
One
very
ambitious woman, yeah.
yes, you could still be very proactive.
Yeah.
Perfect example, the lady Tabitha Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who she is from
We know
Instagram. But she worked. Her and her she has a husband. I forget how she ended up blowing up on social media.
Yeah.
And she's gotten so big that she retired her husband.
Yeah.
He's a police officer.
He was a police officer
He was
for
a
a long
police
time.
officer. So now he doesn't have to do that. She retired him because she's done her, he supported her and her come up through social media and blowing up. He was the breadwinner and she was making videos. And now she's at the point where she can sustain their lifestyle, and she retired him. So you took care of me to get here. Now, babe, it's your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
So being a stay-at-home don't necessarily mean they not doing as much work
for
as you.
sure.
And it's not a forever thing, right? Because relationships change and evolve and grow over
Right,
time.
right.
So a good way to put this. You got to think about it like if we rocking and everything going smooth, everything going together. Let's say I go into a new situation. Like this relationship didn't work out. I go into a new situation, and now in this new situation, I'm entertaining people trying to figure out what I want to get into next, right? Like what type of relationship I want to get to next, what type of person you are, what type of things are you bringing to the table. At that point, I'm OBJ, and I'm looking at the Dallas Cowboys as we go into sports. So OBJ
I knew
is
it.
with
It's a
the
positive one. You be getting me.
I knew it.
OBJ is visiting the Dallas Cowboys today. He also visited Giants and the Bills as well. I want him to come home to the Rams. OBJ, please, we need you. But I know we ain't got no money.
Not
Or
no
a
money.
good team.
Or a good, bro. I don't even want to get on that. Anyway,
Like 3-8.
so Tony Jones, where do you think OBJ is gonna go?
So OBJ is actually courtside with the Cowboys tonight at the Mavericks game, and he's definitely coming to the big dogs, to the Cowboys. I'm very excited.
The big dogs is wild.
Just so y'all know, the Cowboys look scary, and we got a Titans fan here. Y'all doing okay?
Cap,
Cowboys look
cap,
scary.
cap.
I know I wasn't gonna
Cap.
raise my voice today. I lied. Cowboys look scary
Cap.
on offense and defense.
Only
And
on
look,
paper. Only on paper, bro. They only
don't-
look good on paper.
I'm gonna lower my tone. I don't want to be a typical Cowboys fan this year, but we look scary. And if we get
my
OBJ,
God.
we're gonna be even scarier. And it's about a 90% chance he coming to the Cowboys.
But where he gonna play? Think about it. Y'all stack that
He'll be the
receiver.
second receiver.
No, he's gonna be fourth.
He'll be the second. He'll be ahead of Brown and Gallup.
Okay, so hold on. Oh, that's right, because y'all got rid of Amari Cooper, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He'll
He'll
be
be
the
second.
second
Okay,
receiver.
that makes
Slam.
sense.
Yeah, you saw what he did last year. He'll come back. He's healthy, I hope. And it's
I hope.
scary for the league, for the Cowboys. So go Cowboys.
Well, look, I don't know about that,
Brother, you
but
can't say much. The Rams looking really bad, but
Hey.
they looking
I
terrible.
had 3 teams. Y'all know the Rams my
They
team.
fell off.
Yes.
Well, everybody on the Rams team is hurt right now except for Jalen. So
Cup got hurt.
that's what I'm saying. Cup got hurt. AD missed the game first time ever in his career. Hell, the coach got hurt. We got 3 or 4 offensive linemen out. We got rid of a running back. The other running back
know,
wanted to
brother.
quit. It's a lot going on, my
Shit.
boy.
The list goes on.
Right, the list goes on. It's a sad story. So we're looking forward to next season.
year, yeah.
Now my other 2 teams, the Eagles, they still balling. Shout out to them. I had them as a sleeper team.
I got a bone to pick with Ariel because I do a pick'em league.
Yeah.
And I picked the Titans. I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I picked the Titans to beat the Eagles, and they got washed.
Why would you do that? Like,
I mean, I don't like the Eagles, so I'm hoping anyone can take them down. But yeah,
Yeah.
y'all look terrible too. But we out of time, so let's speed through these last couple ones.
all right, cool.
Griner.
Well, hold on. Before we get to ground, let's talk about the Lakers real quick.
Okay.
Because while we still got this fire and desire.
Fire and desire.
All right, AD's been playing his ass off, and I recognize that 1,000%. I commend him for balling out, and I thank him for balling out.
I hear a but.
But if you're an NBA organization and you're looking for a big man, we have AD available. We have a flash sale.
Please get it closer.
Please, look, please.
Not a flash Fashion Nova sale.
He is available. You see what he can do, what he can do to your organization. All we asking is for some draft picks and some shooters. And shit, if you got a big man, throw them into the pot. But man, he is
Enough time
available.
to get into how blasphemous that sounded, especially with him finally playing at the MVP level. But
He got about 10 games left before he get hurt, man. The dude get hurt every. I'm
wish
not.
that on AD,
I'm not wishing it on him. It's facts.
Oh my
Every
God.
season. I honestly, I'm not sold on this performance.
We have looked amazing these past couple of games.
Damn right we have.
Very excited to see how we finish the season.
Shit, we've been playing our ass off. Hey, AD, keep doing your thing, but look, just know that I'm gonna be shopping you. So I've already called a couple teams.
We look great. Griner's doing 9 years in Russia. People don't talk about that enough.
Free my nigga BG,
I
man.
heard it's slave conditions over there, and
Yes.
obviously she did break the law, but hopefully she's not there for the whole 9 years.
Free
Yes.
BG. That's my people for real.
Makes
Deion
my
Sanders
stomach turn.
Leaves Jackson State, goes to Colorado. Is getting a lot of backlash for that because they feel like he should stay at an HBCU where he's not getting the funding and the resources, and just stay put there because it's a black college. You got to move up. He never said he was going to stay there forever. He
Right.
gave them 2 SWAC championships. He did a very amazing job there recruiting. They went undefeated. And now
New
he's moving
facilities, all that.
Yeah, now he's moving on to a place where he can get the resources to recruit more talent and move up.
I'm going to the first game. I already called my people in Denver. We going to Boulder. We showing that. I'm about to order a couple shirts and hats. It's prime time in Colorado now. We going up. And then I think another thing on that too, man, is like, hey, why we hate on people who elevate?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Another reason to bring a black man down.
Look, man,
Always.
Just trying to get it,
my
do
boy
better.
said he wanted a new job. He wanted to take a promotion.
Right.
So look at it like this.
What's that, Pac-12, right?
Yeah, he's going to Pac-12. Look at it like this. My boy said he had a deal with, what's a good brand we can use? Let's say he had a deal with Fila, right?
Is that a good brand?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's popular right now. It's on the rise. He had a deal with Fila. You know what I'm saying? They
Michelle
doing
Obama
good.
had it on.
Michelle Obama had it on recently. So he had to deal with
She
Fila,
was
right?
swaggy.
If you like it, you like it. HBCUs, right? If you like them, you like them, right?
Oh, it's her alma mater.
Louis Vuitton came out of nowhere and said, hey, I wouldn't even say Louis, shit.
Put them in the same sentence. Was crazy.
Because Colorado is not Louis.
That was crazy.
What's another good brand, man, we could say that's like people know, shit. You could even say, shit, Gap. Hell, Champion, somebody like that came along and said, we'll give you a better deal.
I feel you.
He said, bro, shit,
Yeah, I'd
I'm
like
out.
the move.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get up out of here.
Get your closing
I'm
in.
gonna make it quick.
Jerry's thoughts.
Yeah.
So whatever you're going through, just be reminded that God moves in an accelerated and restorative manner.
Okay.
So it can literally happen overnight. Success stories happen overnight because you've sown this seed and you've prayed and you've tapped in and it can literally happen for you that fast, and whatever you've lost will be restored very quickly. So take the step so he can work his miracle. We have a cheat code and we can't look at others. It's not too late. God puts these dreams and visions in us, and now you really got to believe in yourself to make those happen. When I slept in my car, I really believed. Nothing could change what I believed when I had nothing. You know what I'm saying? So everyone out there struggling and going through it and feeling down and feeling depressed, it's going to happen. Just never quit.
Never quit.
Can I get to the end?
And this is the
Sweet
Fix
yes.
hour and a half episode. Stars like, finally, thank
It
God.
wasn't.
No,
Our,
off the 10. Yeah, off the 10.
That's about regular, right? What's our normal